that's all right. It's me and you. We got a special kind of friendship.
I'm not your friend.
Sure you are. Fishing buddy?
No.
Vaughn is the shit.
I am not his friend.
Sure you are.
No, I'm not.
Buddy.
No, I'm not.
Fishing buddy.
Okay, good afternoon, everybody, or morning or night, depending on when you are.
And how late you stayed up.
Yep.
Okay.
We are
Still
we are
morning
here,
for me and Martin.
and so are you. And definitely Gambit's here.
Dude, I stayed up until 5 a.m. in the heat wave just to get my apartment a little bit cooler.
Sounds like we need to play a classic 60s song. Heat wave.
Ah,
Burn
Eh.
my heart. A great cover by Linda Ronstadt, by the way.
Did she?
She covered it, man. And
Oh,
it's
yeah.
fantastic. Yeah. Yeah. She sure enough did.
Again, I misclick, and instead of putting our X account, I put my own channel. I'm fixing it. I'm sorry.
what are you, a boomer?
So what do you do on your channel?
Nothing. Nothing.
I bet you just sit at home and play with your backdoor beaver with
Oh,
real
fuck
beaver
off.
inner gland butter.
Man, there it is.
I had nothing to do with that.
He
I
throws
know.
the pamphlet early in the show. Early.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Early.
By the way, Gary called me from his PT guy's office because he wanted me to witness some of the instructions that John was giving. And then he told me at the end of the call, now you can fuck off, bitch. And I said, I love you too, asshole. And that cracked his doctor up.
John
When we
started
talked with
laughing.
each other.
My doctor. He's like, and he told me afterward, he goes, I like the way you two nip at each other. It's funny. Oh man.
We do
I
have
can't
fun.
add it. Let's see if it allows me to add it here. I'll add it there. It's not letting me add that video for you guys. Or audio. Why is it doing that?
Well, while you're
I'm gonna
fighting
take
that,
one away.
I'm running.
Delete.
I'm running Snorty's video.
And here is your audio. This is just for you, Joe.
Oh, good for you.
There it is. Love it. I love it.
So, Martin,
Listen,
do
Baylor
you want me to
fixing
add it to any other studios?
What?
Whoa,
The
clip? The audio.
How was it?
Yeah.
I hope it was fucking good because it's useless now, isn't it?
That whole rant. Is
Oh,
awesome,
it is that the DCEU?
right?
Like whatever channels you want, I can send it to you if you want in an email or a message. No,
Yeah,
can
yeah.
you download from Facebook? I can't remember.
Not that I know.
No. I think there's a way. You're supposed to go over somewhere in the settings when you're in Messenger. You have to open Messenger, and over on the right it says media.
Email. Do
And you
it
should,
on email. Do it on an email.
or I can just do it by email.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll do it
Genius.
by email. So who else is here? I'm not looking right now. I'm busy.
Oh, we have Gambit. We have Sonori. We have Alpha.
Penny is
And
here
we
too.
have Penny.
Hi guys, hope everybody's having a good Wednesday. That your week isn't sucking, because it can. It really can. There are things that are kind of like upsetting right now for us that we've been having to talk, after the show's about, because things happen during a show and we don't have any control over certain things. And it's like, are there things that we can do about it? And what we decided was, nope, you know what? Just let it happen. If it happens, we'll be fine. And
And when it happens,
like
we just run that clip. That good for you.
Yeah, yeah. There you go.
Now, have you noticed how much Nicholas Hoult looks like this young Terence Stamp?
Wait, what?
Nicholas
Who?
Hoult. Nicholas Hoult.
Lex Luthor.
Well,
in
he's
the
got the high.
Superman
He's got the high cheekbones. I'd have to look at him again to determine. Let me look it up. Real
Oh,
quick.
you could remake this movie with him.
Why would you
And
want to
Zendaya.
remake this movie? That's
Right.
His eyebrows aren't quite like his. The thing that's interesting about Terence Stamp is how similar in expression he is to another guy who played a character, crazy psychopath, named Hannibal Lecter, is Anthony Hopkins. Hopkins and he have the same piercing blue eyes, like really can put you off when they stare at you, kind of blue eyes. And he's got the low brow. You see how the eyebrows rest right over the hood of the eye.
Yeah.
And so when he goes bitch face, it's really fucking creepy looking. Perkins, Hopkins could do it too. And it's funny, I just brought up Perkins because that was one of the actors I actually considered for the role of playing Clegg.
I got Willard vibes from this guy. That's what I got.
Very much like Willard.
Yeah.
You know, he doesn't start out to be a killer. He has zero interest in killing. But once it happens, he's like, well, on to the next girl.
On to the next one. Oh.
Look what Snorri saying here.
Stamp collector. Like that one.
No. No. It's butterflies.
So
Oh man.
I'm going to be showing you a video in a moment of Samantha Eggar talking about this film. And I got to tell you, man, I looked it up and I'll give you my response and I'll just show her talking about the share screen.
They didn't treat her very nicely.
No, we'll get into that because it's an echo of a movie that would come again just a little over a decade later called The Shining, because the director did the exact same thing, isolated the female from the cast in order to, make her feel uncomfortable. Hi, Penny. So here we go. I'm going to go ahead and play this video for you. This is Samantha Eggar talking about the inspiration.
Women as a young man himself must have come into the writing of The Collector later on, but there had been a case. A young man had won money on the football pools and had a crush on this girl, and he'd bought himself a motorcycle. And he used to go all the time to this house of this girl where she was living. And the mother used to say, oh, go on, go out with him. He's nice. And the girl would say, no, it's awful. I don't want to go out with him because he was sort of, I think he was a clerk in a bank. Well, eventually he wore her down and she went out with him, got on the back of the motorcycle, and she was never seen again. And she was found in the ground in a 4x4 hole in the ground. And she'd been there for 4 to 6 months. She was so badly damaged that she was in a mental institute for about 2 or 3 years. I never spoke to her and I didn't want to speak to her. And the young man only got about 2 years in jail, which is absolutely vicious. But it's my understanding that certainly John has to have taken some of that to have come up with the story of The Collector.
There you go.
So the fuckery with the British legal system is old.
Look, it got fucked up when in the late 40s and early 50s, because the Christie case, right? The famous Christie case, where he murdered quite a few people. He botched an abortion and then let the mother die, killing them both. And her husband was just broken by the whole thing, got blamed for the murder. And Christie
Oh,
was
yes.
enthralled that he was being tried, and he got convicted and he got put to death. And that was what led, because when it was later found out, the miscarriage of justice by the Crown, that they finally did find Christie guilty. And I do believe they killed him on the same gallows, but they pretty much stopped right then and there because people had lost faith in the system, which everybody should lose faith. That if you are not caught in the fucking act, you don't get executed. Because if you're basing it just off of testimony or circumstantial evidence, death penalty should not be on the table. It should only be on the table when you're pretty much caught red-handed doing it. And that, but that's the way it is. But she said it is. But if you go to Google, it says, no, the 1965 film Collector is not based on a true story. It is a work of complete fiction adapted by John Fowles, who she was talking about, John, the author, for the 1963 novel of the same name, which explores themes of obsession and social class. While the story is not based on specific real-life event, the novel and film have been linked to real-life crimes in two ways. Literary inspiration, author John Fowles was reportedly inspired by various crime and horror elements, including the true stories of abduction and captivity that resonated with the novel's themes, which I think that is echoing to what she's talking about. But it's still, you're still basing it off of that situation, because what she described is pretty much this film.
Oh, well,
And
Google, as of recently, has become R2D2, which by that I mean it has been known to make mistakes from time to time.
Sure.
Even they're being sued by relying bad information and inaccurate information.
No,
So,
I've corrected him. I've corrected him to Anima. I'm like, no, that's not right. I'm like, that is absolutely wrong. And then I'll go and show her how they're wrong. So you can't absolutely trust AI. But they try to source their material. My problem is they source too often Facebook. And they do. So this is one more. It says criminal influence. The film and book have been cited as inspirations for real-life serial killers. So then inspiring others, including Robert Berdella, Christopher Wilder, and Leonard Lake, who reference the story's motifs in isolation and control with their own cases. The plot follows, of course, Freddie Clegg, a socially withdrawn bank clerk and butterfly collector, who kidnaps an art student, Miranda Gray, believing that keeping her captive will eventually make her fall in love with him.
of
Because
course,
he's insane.
that
you
never
know.
He's
fails.
a sociopath. Yeah.
He's not a sociopath because he actually has empathy. And you see him conflicted as a character because he just fucking leaves to get her help. And it isn't until he gets to the door that he stops and the psychotic side of his brain takes over and won't let him,
He said, "Oh,
because
I would be,
you'll be punished.
will be caught."
I'll get busted.
But he was in a panic with her state. And I think that shows an amount of some form of empathy.
Yes,
And
sociopaths
so
cannot do that.
what we refer to as, he's what you would refer to as a borderline sociopath.
Mm.
Like, I have one of my best friends, closest, oldest friends on this planet, who is that guy. When you need, he is there. He is there for you. He has been there for me so many times. I've been there for him, and like growing up together, man, we were inseparable as kids, and we were brothers. And he's a borderline sociopath. And I used to joke my other friend was a psycho. I'm just going to tell you that's Michael Beatty. And I'll say it's Jim Woodward who I'm talking about. Jim admitted to me many years ago that when he got tested, he showed borderline. And he says, which allows me to do what I have to do with the military. And I'm always glad he's on our side because he's gone out there and taken out some really dangerous people. And he's got the battle scars to show what he's done. He was Army counterintelligence. You think, oh, that's a guy that's going to sit behind a desk. No. He was out in the field doing shit. He'd disappear for the military for 6 months. And he was never allowed to tell us where he went. You know, I just had to go do Army shit. And I'm like, gotcha, buddy. But just, you know, when you're borderline, that means you still have empathy. And I think that his character has a mixture of psychopathy and sociopathy. But his sociopathy is borderline. So that scene in particular shows that he has empathy. Anyone remember the NCIS episode about the guy who abducted women and trapped them in an idolized 50s style prison? When the agents found one victim, she went full Stockholm syndrome and attacked them. I absolutely remember that episode. Like, I watched the show until what's his name left the show. The second in charge guy, tall, good-looking guy, and he got his own series. And I went to watch that show instead.
Yeah.
And now he's got his own spin-off series with him and the Israeli agent girl.
Yeah.
And did something. Donato, something like that, his character. Anyway, I stopped watching with him leaving. I just wasn't interested. And don't get me wrong, Mark Harmon's cool. But I watched the show. Denozo. I fucking love Denozo.
That's him. Yep.
Fucking love the Denozo character. And when he left the show, it kind of became imbalanced to me. And I just didn't watch it.
Remember who played his dad? You remember that?
Denozo? No.
Yeah.
Who was it? I forget.
Oh, yeah. It was a recurring character. He was on there occasionally. It was Robert Wagner played his father.
Wagner is perfect.
Yeah. Yes.
Perfect for his dad.
Yeah.
And that's why also with the Austin Power movies, I love that Rob Lowe plays number 2 when he's younger.
Yeah.
And he, as I recall, he was the son-in-law of Robert Wagner. And they spent a lot of time together, and he thought it was awesome that he could do his impersonation of Robert Wagner. And he did. It's a spot-on impression of Wagner.
Yeah.
When he plays number 2. Counterintelligence, sit behind counters, not desks. Yeah, well, I used to tell Jim, I said, I spotted a couple out in the field. And they had a tendency of doing something that annoyed me. It's like a nervous tick thing where they'll have the fucking lighter out because they're smokers. And their lighter had the emblem for U.S. Army counterintelligence on it. And I'm like, I giggle. Their job was to watch us. Really, that's their primary function, is watching soldiers from all ranks, from the bottom to the top, seeing what they're doing, what their social life is. Are they a threat to security? Do we need to do something about somebody? It's really, their job is to make sure we're not leaking information. Hence the name counterintelligence. It's also means of fighting the enemy and stopping the enemy from spying on us. And that's some of the shit that Jim got involved with. He ended up becoming the lead field instructor down at Fort Huachuca. And he was there for 15 years, just training. But then every once in a while, like I said, he'd have to go out in the field and do shit. Like, I'm not just a teacher. I still do this shit. Let's see.
Okay.
Michael Weatherly, Senior Special Agent Anthony Denozo. Fucking love that guy, dude.
Real quick, I'm going through the articles for today's show. You know, I'm doing one at 5:30, and they've got a headline and deadline. Michael Weatherly, the actor that plays him, returning to NCIS for 24th season.
I'll be back.
Following the canceling of Tony and Ziva, which was the spinoff that they had.
They're bringing back Gibbs as well for one
so
season.
Here we go. I'm telling you right now, I'm going to do an Arnold Schwarzenegger, and I'll be back.
I'll be back. Yeah. He's great,
Because
man. I love the guy.
Denoso was my favorite character on the show. And I enjoyed the other characters, but I loved their interactions with Denoso. Denoso was the thing I enjoyed about that show. Mark Harmon is not who I enjoyed. The thing I have a problem with that show is the false premise that NCIS is your friend. NCIS really does not love the Navy or the military.
Right.
They love busting people.
Yep.
And they take it to a degree that they fucked up a Navy SEAL's life for a while. Nearly ruined his life.
I threw the article up there if you want to see the headline, man. You can share the screen. He's aging gracefully too, man. He looks good. Looks good for his age.
I'm not seeing it. Oh, you're sharing it. Okay.
Yeah.
Michael Wyler returning to NCIS for... Yes. I'm so glad. Don't get me wrong. I liked his lawyer show, which was based off of the work of, what's his name? The psychoanalyst guy. Oprah's friend. He's not a medical doctor.
Yeah.
Check your posters when you say that word.
All right. If you guys don't know who I'm talking about, I got to fucking look it up now.
I'm sorry, buddy. I don't know.
There it is. Dr. Phil just popped into my head. Dr. Phil is the inspiration for that series that he was on about a lawyer.
Okay. And the slideshow for the freak show begins.
This is a great movie. And the original cut of this film was 3 hours long, and the studio forced him to cut pretty much an hour out of the movie.
Wow.
And you end up losing an entire character. You see the back of his head one time, and he's a major character in the story, is the professor she's having a relationship with.
Yeah, they completely erased that whole story.
Well, how much can it afford to the main story here?
It shows you get to understand her character through their relationship and what he does and his concern. And there was more of him also, but pretty much the first hour was the pre-story of that leads up to this. And instead, we pretty much just go right into it, and it's 2 hours, still 2 hours long. It's a very thick character study film.
He does see her in the bar with her friends, and she seems to be unhappy and apparently arguing with the guy she's with. So that's how he gets it in his head that he has to be better for her than these guys.
He had a very curious definition of being better.
Well, I got to tell you, guys get some really stupid ideas. And like one of my favorites was Clark Gable. And this is a true story. Clark paid some stuntmen to assault him when he was out on a date with, what's her name? Carol Lombard. And he fought them off and beat them in the fight. And he staged this whole thing to make him look like a hero to her. And it's, you look at it, you go, well, that's kind of innocent. But I'm like, that's some fucking wackadoodle shit doing that.
Yeah.
Why would you do that? And this is something I've heard, like young guys, like when you're younger, it's like, I want to get that girl's attention. What do I need to do? And I'm like, don't fucking worry about it. And they said, and they would say things like, well, it's easy for you to say that because you get everybody's attention. I said, I can't help that. I'm obnoxious and I'm funny, and I tend to just speak my mind. And apparently girls like that. I didn't know that at the time, but apparently they did. And years later, they would confess to me crushes. And I'm like, really? I had no clue. I thought I could read girls. I was wrong. I didn't learn to read women until I was college age.
Do you actually claim to know how to read women?
Oh, I can read a woman. Yeah.
Oh.
I don't know them. I don't know their soul. I don't know their heart. But I absolutely can read anybody because I was given that gift as a kid. and I have freaked people out when sitting at a table with them.
Now, before we continue, check out this the star comment before is
All right, go and start comment. Yes, rest in peace, Victor Willis, who died just one day shy of his 75th birthday. He was a macho man. Macho man.
Got to
The
be
thumbnail gives
a
off.
macho man.
I don't even know what that is, Reed. What is Sarah Finowitz? Vibes?
Nope.
I don't know who the fuck that is.
Yeah,
Anybody know what
No
that is?
idea.
Reed?
no clue.
If
You're gonna have to explain,
Tell me
brother.
who
'cause
that
we
is.
ain't
I
got
don't know
time to
who
look
that
it
is.
up. Yeah, gonna have to explain, brother.
Nicholas Hoult happens to look like Terence Stamp when he was younger. And also another actor when he was young looked like Terence Stamp was Anthony Perkins himself, whose first movie was in 1969. Do you guys on the panel know what movie that is? I know it right off the top of my head.
Don't know.
Lion in Winter with Peter O'Toole and Katharine Hepburn. I love that
Right.
fucking movie. Let's see. I have had a crush on a few human girls, but I'm a bear and I crush things or eat them. Her full name is Victoria Louise Samantha Marie Elizabeth Teresa Eggar. Quite a mouthful. And she probably was.
Oh,
I like that. I like that I broke Joe a little bit with that one.
Ah,
Her parents were indecisive. Just give her all the fucking names.
Right.
and I thought I had it bad with 3 names.
I want to get back up here. Let's see. You have counterterrorism, anti-terrorism. So if there's counterintelligence, is there anti-intelligence? That's
Pretty much
basically-
politicians, right?
Well, the joke is counterintelligence is an oxymoron.
Army intelligence.
remember-
is.
Army. Let's see. I remember No, it's redundant. It's redundant. Army counterintelligence is redundant. Army intelligence is an oxymoron. I remember my SETA briefings in Germany. Yeah, they're like depending on what you do, you know, what your MOS is, like as a medic, they would have never spent much time paying attention to me, but they would have paid attention to anybody else in the intelligence world working for Army intelligence, anybody dealing with commo, you know, shit like that, field offices, headquarters, subversion, espionage directed against the Army for those unfamiliar. Anti-intelligence covers most politicians.
There you go.
That's right. I became disenchanted with NCS when so many of the bad guys became white male corporate types rather than the balance they used to have terrorists, serial killers, etc. Yeah, I'm right there with you, buddy. Well, I don't
Cannot deal
know
with that.
about watching any new seasons. If they come back, I probably like DiNozo is the only reason I'll come back. There were groups like the RAF and the Bader Meinhof in the 70s. Yeah. Well, yeah, but I was talking just, you know, when we did the movie the other day about the fact that a lot of people forget that there was a German insurgency after World War II. And Bader Meinhof game kind of came out of that. And they're terrorist organizations that were blowing shit up. And the German people tended to tolerate it because it wasn't like they didn't disagree with them. But when they blew up a factory that killed Germans, that's when the tide turned on. And we all know what happened to Bader Meinhof after that. I've seen enough CSI Miami. I never liked that show. But I got to tell you something. I like sunglasses. Only those of you that were looking got that joke.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
I've seen enough of CSI Miami. I'm waiting for NCIS Peoria, Illinois.
NCIS Podunk. Yeah.
Yep. Time magazine coined the later part of the period, the swinging 60s. and it ranged from 67 to 69. Women read like Braille. British actor, the guy who played the Tick. Oh shit! The voice of Darth Maul.
Huh.
Oh. Oh yeah.
He's
the
dead?
sommelier. What?
Did you say he died? What was the whole thing
No.
with him?
No.
okay.
He said that the thumbnail gives the vibes of the thing.
Oh, okay. He doesn't have the eye bags, but yeah, okay.
You caused me a mini heart attack here.
Well, I had one when I saw who it was. I'm like, wait, I know who that is. He's Sean's roommate in Shaun of the Dead.
Yeah.
And the sommelier of John Wick.
It was okay in that.
Ah.
No, I'm just kidding. He was awesome. What could I do for you today, Mr. Wick? Interest you in any firearms?
That's the concierge, not sommelier.
He's not the concierge. The concierge was the black guy. He died.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Fuck,
I remember him on
his
the
name.
Fringe. Remember that show, Fringe?
Mhm.
He was on that one. He was their boss.
Therefore,
right?
you had such a Michelangelo Antonius blow up, 1966, with David Hemmings, Vanessa Redgrave. Peter was, Shaun of the Dead. That's what I was just talking about. Yeah, I know who he is. I now. A Hard Day's Night, Help, Yellow Submarine with the Beatles. Yeah, I love all those movies. Every single one of those. Although, as a kid, I thought the Beatles voiced the characters in the movie The Yellow Submarine, and found out later, no, it was Hanna-Barbera voice actors. I'm like, fuck out of here. Really?
Probably led by Casey Kasem at that time. He did a bunch of voice work on those Hanna-Barbera cartoons.
Yeah, I know. Basically, most of the terrorism we dealt with was from Europe. And then all of a sudden, the PLO came into existence. And all of a sudden, we started having problems with that. Yeah. Far from the Maddening Crowd. Yeah, it's a good movie, dude. Dr. Zhivago, fucking great film. Yeah, and by the way, the shooting of this movie is insane. What they did. Christie, oh my God, the stories from behind the scenes shit. Ugh.
Yes, Lance Reddick. Thank you, Reed.
Yep.
Yeah, Lance was fucking awesome. Heartbreaking when he died, man.
Yeah.
And this character is so docile. He's
mostly.
He's not really somebody prone to violence, which you kind of see that he abhors it. He really doesn't like it when he's doing it.
And you kind of feel bad for him because he's just doing this because he's lonely and he cannot meet people in other ways than that, apparently. I don't know. All he wants is a companion.
Well,
but he's doing it all wrong.
I was telling Gary before the show that the director, he fucks up with your mind. For 2 acts, he makes you believe that he's not that bad, but in the third act, the guy, the mask falls off, and he's the devil.
Collector did not go well without its tribulations. Yeah, there was a lot of problems on the set. He, in fact, just to let you know, I almost said Hal Wallace. William Wyler fired Eggers. And it was the acting coaches that did second unit, that worked on the second unit team, that got her job back. But it was with, like, you better deliver on this. And so she was coached through the film. In fact, I can't remember the name, but there was a famous actress that stepped in to help her with her role. Trying to remember. Fuck, man. Let me look it up real quick. Wyler fired Eggar as he was displeased with her performance, resulting in the production shutting down. After the film's second unit director completed a full read-through of the entire screenplay with Eggar, she was rehired under the provision that Kathleen Freeman, and you wouldn't believe who she is. When I was a kid, she was a very well-known character actress. Served as her coach on the set during the rest of the shooting. Now, Kathleen Freeman, probably one of the best things I can remind you of. She was Mother Superior in the Blues Brothers, and she's also the lady that David Spade works for in Joe Dirt. And the dog starts humping his leg, and he's like, oh, and he's really bothered by it. And she goes, "Oh, don't worry, he'll stop when he's finished." Is her line. He'll stop when he's finished. That is like so fucked up and funny.
Yeah, it is.
But Kathleen Freeman was a great comedian and actress, and just did a lot of voice work. And she was the coach for her to get her through playing this character. So Eggar was like ostracized on the set. This was a choice by the director. He did the exact same shit to her that Stanley Kubrick would later do to Shelley Long. Not Shelley Long. What's her name? Duvall. And isolate her, tell the other people not to talk to her. Don't be friendly to her. Don't smile at her. And it caused her to lose 14 pounds by the end of the shoot. And it was about an 8-week shoot for making the film. And she didn't have any hair pulled out, according to interviews, but she lost a lot of weight, and it disturbed her, the way she was getting treated by the director and everybody else. And in the end, it had an impact on her performance, because goddamn, she fucking plays this character amazingly. And she's too quick to lash out early on, which leads to the problems later when she's finally like, "Please, I just want to talk to you. Don't leave me alone." You know, all that shit. And she also, I hate saying this, but she dooms herself at the end. That's her fault.
Yep.
Because she hit him with the shovel, and then when she saw the blood, cringed and couldn't hit him again.
She should have finished the job.
Double tap. Always double tap.
Yeah.
She couldn't do it. And it's not the only time. She does it again a few minutes later. She can't do it. She, like, when she drags him in, and
she could have picked up something and smashed his head. He was not doing shit.
She cringes again from the blood. Mm-hmm. And it's like, she, right then and there is when she doomed herself.
She wasn't desperate enough, I think, to go through with it.
And there I go, right there. That image right there reminds me so much of Anthony Hopkins. And boy, he does have a resting bitch face.
Yeah. When you, in modern times, the stuff he was in, I'll tell you where you really see that resting bitch face, man. When he gets that vote of no confidence in the Senate in the fucking Star Wars prequels.
In the Star Wars,
because that look on his face is just like, shit.
Yeah, he collapses in his chair. Yes. Yeah, I'll watch anything with Terence Stamp. Yeah. I think he's one of the most brilliant actors from that period. And why his career never got bigger blows my mind. Anthony Hopkins, he's in the same look and style of acting.
Right.
So they were competitors with each other. I don't even know if they knew each other, but they were competitors for roles. And look what he came to America. He eventually came to America and became a movie star because of it.
Yeah.
And
but I tell you, man, you look up comic book villain, in the dictionary, and there's a picture of Terence Stamp as General Zod. Man, people will never forget that performance. They will never forget it. I know I won't.
He threatens, his children.
Yeah,
your children will pay.
Yeah,
they will kneel before Zod. Yeah, Terence Stamp, and then he would return later to play the voice of Jor-El.
Yep.
In Smallville, which I thought was a nice.
That's ironic.
Yeah.
It's ironic, but it's a nice turn. Go
Yeah,
from the villain to the good guy. I like that.
Yeah,
I'm really looking forward to Friday's movie.
Well, I want
Queen
you to
of the
watch
Desert.
that movie. I want her to watch a movie with me again now that she's seen it once, to better appreciate the performance by him, Terence Stamp, in the movie The Limey. Because I love that fucking movie.
The
It is a
Limey's
revenge
great,
film.
dude.
You
That
did not
movie's
like it your
awesome.
first watching, but I think now that you're getting into the swing of things with me, I think that you should go back and revisit that film with me, because I think you will appreciate it more. I like his John Byrne style cheeks, the high cheekbone, and the cheek goes, and the jowls go in, double tap, because it's worth doing. It's worth doing twice. You goddamn right.
I love that part in The Limey when those guys beat him up and he comes out and shoots everybody, and that one guy gets away. He goes, "You tell him I'm coming." He just
and hell's coming with me.
That's it, right?
Because his scene in that movie is just like Kurt Russell.
Yeah.
In Tombstone.
Yeah. Just like,
because they both yell that major threat, "Tell him I'm coming." And then Kurt Russell finishes it, "And hell's coming with me."
Yep.
And they called him the Pale Rider for that, because he rode on a light colored horse. He was deaf. Yeah, thank God Samantha Eggar got rehired for the film. I couldn't have seen anybody else play this role. It's like either of them. They're perfect in their parts. They really are. And I think William Wyler, William Wyler is one of my favorite directors. He's in my top 10 list of greatest film directors of all time. Nobody can touch him on doing certain films, man. He can do comedy. He can do drama. That guy was fucking incredible as a director. And in fact, one of my favorite Westerns of all time, Martin knows it. We have a video clip from it with Charlton Heston. And it's the movie, The Big Country. And it is a perfect fucking tale of being your own man, being who you are.
I thought
What's that?
You were talking about Mac and me.
God. Don't kick him, Gary. Don't kick him.
I'm not fucking doing it. I'm not doing it. I'm doing this one.
No, we are all
Good
friends
for
here.
you. And how was it? I hope it was fucking good, because it's useless now, isn't it?
There you go, Martin. That was for you.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Hello.
I also like the fact that she's quasi in a costume through most of the film. It's like one costume, and it's so weird, and that he didn't think ahead to get her clothes. I'm going to keep a woman. And by the way, there's a great comparison within the film when she goes into his library to see his collection of butterflies, because he's an entomologist. Okay. And in the process, she correlates the jar. And I've never understood how people don't understand that room is the jar.
The killing jar, yeah.
Yeah. And what they do is they would have a jar, and it would have holes in the top, and you put that, and then where the holes are, you would cover it with a cloth with a chemical that will kill
chloroform.
Oh, that's not the one that he's using. I know the one that he's using. They make a paste uses some arsenic, and it's laid down in the bottom of the jar. That's the white thing that you see, and the lid doesn't have any perforation, obviously.
Well, what he shows does. It has a screened top. You can see the holes in it. I watched it in 1080p HD, so you can actually see them.
Okay.
Yeah,
Now-
take my word for it.
No,
But
no,
the
no, no,
room
no.
is the
Do-
killing
do.
jar. Is my point. The
Yeah.
room is a killing jar where she can stay until she dies because she's never
Now-
going to fall in love with him.
My initial impression with the whole room thing, when he's looking the house for the first time and he opens the door and looks at the cellar, you can see how he's thinking, oh, I can put somebody here forever.
The music
And I
gives
was-
you a cue too that there's nothing good going on in his mind.
Yeah,
in that
and
moment.
I said, if I was in that situation, I buy that house, I would move into the cellar and rent the house. Imagine that cellar is awesome. It's the perfect man cave. I would just, oh, the pinball machine goes there, and the pool table goes there, and the screen goes there.
Hey, what's
Hi,
up, Zach?
Zach.
You can do the video. Quiet moment.
Yep. Sorry.
Do it. Do it
do it
now.
Shut the fuck up, Kyle!
The two main actors that were looked at were Anthony Hopkins and what's his name? He held Ziggy in his hand in the Quantum Leap series. What's his name? Dean Stockwell.
Yeah. That's him.
Yeah, Dean Stockwell was one of them. But then Wyler wanted to do he wanted to do it in England. He wanted to make it look like England. And have
Hey,
English
Sherry.
accent.
Hello.
Hey, lovely Sherry. Hi.
You sent Gary back to puberty.
Technically, only one woman can do that now.
He never left puberty.
She
Believe
gets
me, I
my
spent
motor-
enough a long time with him. I know.
She knows she can get my motor going pretty quick. And like I'm going to tell you, she's evil. She gets a kick
Yeah.
out of that, and she'll do it to me just to fuck with
Sometimes.
me. And I'm like, oh, you are evil. She's a bad girl. She looks like a good girl. She's a bad girl. She's very naughty, and that's why I'm in love with her.
It's called
It's
payback,
good.
Jerry.
It's so nice to see you, lovely Sherry. You are
Hi,
away
Sherry.
too long. I like it when you pop in and say hi to us. We really do. Everybody loves you.
Yes, we do.
Yes.
I mean, look, I'm just going to tell you, half these guys would be fawning over you at a party. Can I get you a drink? You want an hors d'oeuvre? I would be the guy that asks stupid questions like, hey, I got to go to the head. Can I go for you? Which makes no sense. It's stupid. But that's the sort of shit that I do. It's for a chuckle. Might have been Anthony Hopkins in addition to play Clegg. I couldn't find anything on that. I went looking, couldn't find anything on it, but it's absolutely the film that he would have done. The problem was he didn't come into prominence until 1969. He was doing stage at this point. And only if Wyler had gone to see him doing Shakespeare would he have even seen him. But Hopkins cut his teeth on stage and then got a big break with the movie with Peter O'Toole, Catherine Hepburn, and also first movie for another actor who would go on to play James Bond. And in fact, after the movie, The Lion in Winter, he got offered Bond. True story is Timothy Dalton. And he turned it down. Why?
He was
Because
too young.
he was a fan of the books and said, I'm too young. He was in his 30s. I'm in my 20s. So he turned the role down and they offered it to him again 10 years later and he still wasn't right with it. But when it came to him the third time, he took it. He got 2 fucking movies.
He
should
got
have had
screwed
3.
out of the contract because of the legal issues
And
that they had.
it was legal fucking issues that
Yeah.
screwed him out of his third fucking movie. That those parts ended up in GoldenEye. Bits of it. Actually, it was spread out over all of Pierce Brosnan's Bond films. the things they were going to do with him in the service of a lady, or in the service of a lady, meaning the queen, I'm assuming, but also probably for the major villain in the film. But Perkins would have, he was wrong for the role. Because Psycho, absolutely. He's already played this kind of character. It's a repeat of Norman Bates, which he would do later by doing the sequels, which really were fucking good. I liked them. I liked the 2 theatrical movies and then the made-for-TV movie. And I still think that was good. That was where we finally got to meet his mother in the past. And does anybody remember who played young Norman Bates in that?
Olivia Hussey.
Oh,
No, that's
if
Norma.
you hadn't asked me, I would.
Olivia Hussey played Norma Bates.
Norma,
But who played Norman, young Norman?
Oh,
It's a good actor too. I can't remember who it was, man. Yeah, you're killing me.
Found home.
Yeah. Elliot.
He played young Norman Bates.
Wow.
Henry Thomas?
I do believe Henry Thomas played him in that. I'll go check because it was neat.
Do it. I got IMDb right here. What was the name of the series?
He said it.
Right, I said it wrong. Kiss my ass. What was the name of the series?
It's Psycho 4, I think.
Psycho.
Yeah, I've got the cast right here, so don't worry. I'm clicking on it right now.
Yeah, I can't spell
yes.
IMDb. So
Henry Thomas played young Norman Bates.
And we love you for it, Joe.
I know it. You guys just crack up every time I.
We love you, you fucking retard. Only guy in the world that can ruin his own fucking wet dream.
That's it.
And that's what granted him Hopkins a lot of prominence. Yeah. And look, I'm a big Perkins fan, by the way, too. I always liked his work. The Trial is a movie that since I was a little boy, I saw it when I was, 7 years old. Orson Welles is in it, and it's called The Trial, and Perkins. It's based on a book that Anima would fucking hate by Franz Kafka.
Yeah.
And about a man put on trial for something he doesn't even know what it is. He's trying to find out what are you saying I'm guilty of, and they won't let him know. It's fucking crazy.
Oh, that's something that every married man knows about.
Well, it's also very anti Iron Curtain. Very anti-communist.
What did I do?
It's shot partially in Croatia, by the way.
That's it. Honey, what did I do? You know what you did? No, I don't. What did you do?
That sounds lovely.
Yeah. No, there are some that'll do that. I've never had that done to me. But look, I've gotten the icy stare and gotten the nothing. Everything's okay. I'm like, I'm just gonna sleep on the couch tonight because I'm not feeling well and I don't want to make you sick.
Right.
And by the way, if you come downstairs and there's bubble wrap, it's just because I opened something, not because I'm setting a trap to wake me up. You come walking around with a knife. I'm a good bear. I'm a good bear, so won't say anything about loving Sherry's tasty clam.
Whoa!
You are naughty. But I got to tell you something. There's only one person that ever beat Parrot Head for the raunchiest fucking group chat posts is this woman right here. She posts some of the raunchiest, funniest fucking memes and shit I've ever seen. And so, yeah, she beat Parrot Head on a,
wow.
If they were in a fucking race, she won. If they were in a fight, she beat him. However you want to put it. This is a scene where you actually get to see some side boob, but no nipple, which was racy for 1965. I'm surprised because of the bathtub scene that we didn't get an X rating for this film.
Yeah.
In England, not for America, but for England. And she did a right thing in coaching Hopkins how to deliver a one-liner. Hepburn, of course. Yeah, look, Katharine Hepburn there's some great stories behind the scene. We're helping actors, getting super annoyed with them too, but then helping them. David Hemmings is another one of them. I'm glad you brought that up. Hemmings was another one of those faces that was in that same group of actors, like Hopkins and Stamp. I like Dave Hemmings. He was a good actor. It's an ad for Culture Casino's channel. I have a clam shack. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's a
big
restaurant.
look.
Sherry slamming clams. Yeah, that's.
I do not care. I don't care how anybody takes this, but I love eating clam.
I think we take it. We all take it in the spirit it was intended. I believe.
The trial reflects not just totalitarianism or totalitarian regimes, but any bureaucratic institution where the individual is lost in the system. It's influenced me in even dealing with my college administration. Yeah, so you know what I'm talking about then. It's a great film. Principal photography for The Collector began in May of '64 at here in the US, by the way, Columbia Studios. All the interiors were shot here. They shot here, went to England, shot all the exteriors, came back to America to do all the interior shoots and reshoots. Eggar and Wyler and Stamp arose after Wyler privately instructed Stamp to. Yeah, no, it's more than that, dude. No, it's not just Stamp. He instructed the entire crew to not look at her, to avoid eye contact with her. It was the exact same shit that Kubrick did. And it really fucked with her. And like I said, she lost 14 pounds. You know, not feeling good and being down on herself and not able to eat. This is one of my favorite scenes because the nosy fucking neighbor. And what's funny here is I hate the fucking nosy neighbor because I hate characters like this.
Yeah.
But he potentially could have saved her life here.
Yes.
Potentially. But I'm so fucking annoyed with him. I want him to leave. What's wrong with me? That I did. I'm like, kill him. Just kill him. He's so fucking annoying.
Hello, Ariel.
Oh, wait, what was that?
Ariel Ballet is here. Yay.
Anima finally has been watching the Muppets and has been enjoying it. She sent me a message in Discord stating she wants to watch everything from Jim Henson, even the old coffee commercial. Anima, any response?
Lies. I'm not even on Discord. I'm not even on Discord, Ariel. So there you go.
Snorty says, I'm a bear and we like seafood. So of course I love a good clam. By the way, that was a gay bear, if you're wondering.
Clearly.
Oh, honey, the only clam I eat comes in a shell. Hi, Ariel. Hey, Anima gets annoyed with you, but we both love you, so you know. You come up in conversations all the time. I hope she's doing well, shit like that.
Yep.
Never saw the film version. I read the book in one sitting. It's a short book, dude. What is that? It's under 200 pages, as I recall. It's a very thin book. It's the kind of book, and I like books like that. You know, I bought fucking Scott Turow Presumed Innocent, this fucking thick as a paperback, and I didn't go to sleep because I couldn't sleep. I was so caught up in that fucking story. And the same thing happened when I read It. I couldn't put that book down to the end, and then I got angry at the ending. I'm like, you cocksucker, you fucking end a book like that, and I wanted to fly to fucking wherever it is he lives there in Connecticut and fucking punch him in the face for that book. That ending. Garbage fucking ending. I tell people, read
283 pages, Gary. The Collector.
Read to the last. Oh, what? 300 what?
283.
Oh,
Yeah, but
280? It didn't seem that thick.
That's the 63
Okay.
version.
wait. But Alpha, are you talking about the collector or the trial?
The collector. Oh, wait. Good question. Are you talking about Kafka's The Trial, or are you talking about the movie? Which wasn't The Trial one of his short stories and was in a collection? I can't remember. It's been too long.
All I know is we had to read it in school and I hated it.
96. Come back when you're hitting 100. The stress. Oh, that's a baseball reference. So, the stress on set resulted in Eggar.
You just said that.
14 pounds is what she said. She lost 14 pounds when she got home. I guess I was supposed to feel trapped, and I did. Oh yeah, this is all stuff that she talks about. It seems that the 1960s were starting to move from the giant monster movies of the atomic war and into very suspenseful thrillers. Well, I think thrillers kind of were there all along. They just didn't get the box office that monster films got. And you know, that's the kids really going to the movies so much, and their parents dropping them off, giving them money. And but boy, oh boy, Psycho came out. Like, there's another thriller that came out, I think in 52, that is one of my favorites. Stars, no, it could have been 56. Let me look it up before I say it. There we go. 1955. Bad Day at Black Rock is a great thriller. But dealing with psychotics did not reach the theater mainstream until Psycho. You'd had some other films before that. Roger Corman's Bucket of Blood is a great example of a psychopathic character who starts out really nice and likable and accidentally kills his cat in a wall trying to get it out. He tries to cut through the wall and kills the cat with a knife.
Oh boy.
And he begins putting plaster on them to make them look like sculptures, but they smell bad. And he becomes an artist, and he's celebrated for his artwork, only for someone to find out their dead bodies inside when one gets broken. It seems that the 60s, okay, I read that one. The Nosy Neighbor was the British World Government representative in the 66 Batman movie. Yes, I remember that. And I love that movie. Really, Admiral. Selling a post-World War II submarine to someone with only a post office box. Good day, sir. Apparently, he's, you know, the Admiral, it seems, going through a Rolodex. It seems he sold it to a Mr. P.E. Gwynn. Batman is on the other end, covers the phone and goes, sold it to a P.E. Gwynn. Robin. Penguin. Great fucking writing. It's one of the funniest movies. I love
Robin
that.
always put the exclamation point to it, didn't he?
Penguin.
Penguin. Oh, man.
Hey, Slasher Fred. How you doing, buddy? How you doing, buddy? I can't do Pauly Shore's voice, but that's Pauly Shore.
Munching some grindy.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about. Kathleen Freeman. She's a famous American character actress, and she's a comedian. And I really thought she was great, man. I loved her. And the last thing I remember seeing her in was Joe Dirt.
Yeah.
She plays the lady that hires him, and the dog keeps humping his leg.
One of the greatest lines ever, man. Joe
There's
Dirt.
Scene too. There was more to that scene, but they cut it because it was just too dirty.
Yeah. Joe Dirt. Don't church it up, son. It's dirt.
And by the way, that is Farley's older brother, Chris Farley's older brother, that plays the security guard. And then later, when he gets out of the pit from Buffalo Bob, that cop that's saying, man, I heard he did things. He didn't do anything to me. No, he didn't do anything to me. That's Chris Farley's younger brother. So it has two Farleys in that movie.
Wow.
But I've never gotten around to reading the John Fowles book. I never did either. Holy shoot. Disney is selling off a couple of IPs, Lucasfilm and Muppets, since Star Wars. They need to get rid of it. Kathleen Kennedy destroyed the IP. It's worthless right now. Past the movies that were made before the sell. Let's see, 1963 all the way through 69 and 71, MGM was itself in financial trouble. Well, look, dude, the studio system collapsed in that period. That's when it ended. You began to see the end. By 1969, you began to see the end of the studio actor contracts. Like Harrison Ford, when he got started, he started as a signed contract actor. They had that, and then they stopped doing it in 69. And 71, it was over for all the studios. The last studio film to be made, do you guys know what it was? In the old studio that was financed the old way. Steve McQueen, Dustin Hoffman were in it. It was called Papillon.
Papillon?
That was the end of the studio era. Right there. Yeah, because like I used to sit down and have like 6-hour phone calls with Josh Becker. And we began talking about how the decline of theater, these chains happened, these studios, and they became corporate bodies after that. And they were bought by corporations. Warner Brothers, oh my God, I forgot the company. When they got bought, that was when you saw the shield change and they got that ugly fucking logo for Warner Brothers in the 60s. Anybody remember that logo?
Oh yeah, that is fucking ugly.
I'm gonna
You
look
showed
it up.
it to me. I remember that.
Yeah, I'm gonna pull it up for everybody because
Like,
this is
who
when
thought
they
it was a
got
good
bought.
idea?
Yeah, it was the worst. Now, I actually liked the 70s when they got what's called the Caterpillar logo. And I kind of like that Warner Brothers logo. But is that it? Yeah, here it is. Save image. Yep, it wants to do a web thing. So I'm going to open image and take a snapshot of it. There we go. Right. And right. So you want me to white hand, Henry? Right. All right.
And make sure he doesn't leave.
Trust me, bro. I never tell a lie. Some days you just can't get rid of a bomb. My God, that scene just fucking, it's a meme now. It's been a meme for years. It's fucking historically funny. Like everywhere he goes, like there's nuns, children.
Yeah.
He runs to throw it off the pier, and there's a family of ducks and ducklings. And he just turns it.
And that bomb that looks straight out of a Coyote cartoon.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, absolutely. It's a cartoon bomb.
The long fuse.
The fuse.
Round
Yeah, the
ball
long fuse
bomb,
just keeps going.
Too funny.
But here we go. I'm going to get this image up here so you know what I'm talking about. It shows the history of the logo. And you see the change once they get bought out. And that's when corporate Hollywood started. And it just, it's been awful. It led to blockbusters. And it's like, it's all they wanted to do for a while is just do blockbusters. Here you go. So the classic logo on the 1923, and by 29 it had its own shape, and it stayed pretty much that same. They widened it up in 48, and then when they got bought in 67, we started with that fucking logo, and that was 7 Arts that bought them, and then another company, I forget what company it is, bought them, and they got that fucking ugly piece of shit logo. That is the ugliest fucking logo. And it's on, I do believe that's the logo that's on the first Dirty Harry.
You don't like that one? The 72 one? I like that one.
No, the 1971.
Okay, the 1970. Okay.
Yeah, I was
like
going year by year.
One. Yeah.
72 is the Caterpillar logo. I said I liked it before.
I love it. Yeah.
But I liked it with television. I feel like it's a better logo for television than the movies. Now, the classic crest with the sky behind it, which started in 1948, is the one they brought back in 84. And 2019, that only goes with certain things. They tend to still use the 84 logo to this day with the clouds moving behind it. And I always like that logo.
I like that one.
It's my favorite. But the thing that they did was they did the CG thing where the logo comes in with the movie studio in the background. And it's got, as time goes by, playing, and it comes in with that logo. I like that too a lot. It's really cool. And I love that they use the song As Time Goes By. It's a great song. And it's to one of their most beloved films, Casablanca. Oh, you got it. Okay. One of my favorite psychological thrillers, The Bad Seed. Oh my fucking God, that movie. And I've talked about that and talked about it. They tried remaking it. Stop. They're all awful. There's only one Bad Seed. And it came out in 1956. It is a great thriller, but I love that they broke character at the end and broke the fourth wall to bow like they did a play.
Right.
For the audience. So they come back. Everybody that's even dead comes back that she killed. And they take a bow. And then Daddy grabs the little girl, the Bad Seed, puts him over his knee and spanks her. Into movie.
I have something to say about this comment. This Slasher Fred, did you say youth?
Yeah, I like Good Son too. I really did like it. The Orphan is based on a true story that's not so true now, we find out. That woman lied about that girl. And in my opinion, I think that girl was abused. And she finally had a DNA test to show her age. So that mom was full of shit. The husband eventually turned on the mom when they separated and backed up the little girl for the most part. But he was also guilty of abuse. World Cinema Stats. Okay. Yeah, I don't care. One of my favorite psychological thrillers is The Bad Seed. It's a good movie, period. I associate the Caterpillar logo with TV shows. It's better for TV.
Yeah, that wouldn't work that well on a big screen, I think.
Classic Warner Brothers 70s TV shows, The Streets of San Francisco. And there's a theme song that most people have forgotten. And I love the theme of The Streets of San Francisco. I'm going to fucking pull that up for you and me, Anima, to listen to after the show. Streets of San Francisco theme. There we go. I'll get that later. Let's see. Warner Brothers, Paramount. Yeah, they all went through their shit, man. I'm telling you. Paramount, like when it hired Robert Evans, was probably one of the smartest moves. And they were owned by Gulf Western. And he brought movies in that won Oscars and also made bank. You know, he did Love Story, which I got to tell you, I fucking love that movie. It's very good. And it does have a sequel called Ryan's Song. And it's about his life afterward. And, but anyway. Oh, yeah. Adam and I had a very good conversation about Picasso. Yeah. I hated his early work. His early work was really good. That was his realist period. And he was going through some really good stuff. Then he went through his period, Cubism. And it was awful. And then he did what they refer to as the deconstruction period, where he would do artwork like this. And when I went to the Picasso Museum at age 13, as we were walking with the tour going into one of the wings where it started showing this kind of shit, and it had a lot of black and white artwork too. And I grabbed my dad and I said, "Is this the children's section for children's art?" Like, I was confused as what I was looking at because it looked awful.
It is
And
awful. I don't
It
care
is,
what
yeah.
everybody says.
wait, the woman that worked for the museum doing the guide didn't say a fucking word to me, but the look she gave me, if you could kill with a look, I would have been dead right there saying that. And I was just innocently asking my dad a question. She heard it and got really fucking upset with me, and then went on with the tour. That was funny. Yeah, I never got into it either, Martin. Never got into it.
I
You
don't
can see all
understand.
these, but boy, he got pussy. Let me tell you something. Once he started doing this shit, like, women were all over him. It was ridiculous how much pussy that guy got. Which is what led to a song. They never call Pablo Picasso an asshole. Da da da. You know, it's a punk song came out. It's in the soundtrack of Repo Man. No, it's the mommy in the bed seat who spanks. I thought it was the dad coming back. So I'm gonna go look now because I remember it as the dad finally doing it. What he was should have done the whole movie. I'm gonna check on that slasher, Fred. Let me look it up real quick.
Our chat usually knows that stuff.
This one I'm gonna have to check because I remember it differently.
Yeah, but you're old.
You're only shitting on yourself when you do that.
I know.
No, Gambit.
I'll be damned, it is the mom.
Okay. He says that, and she doesn't say yes, they do. She says, no, she says no. Well, no, they don't.
But it's what he sees in people. That's how he sees them.
Mm.
And that makes it okay for her, but not for him.
All right. It looks like he is right, man. Wow. It's been so long since I've fucking seen that movie. I could have sworn it was the dad that put her over his lap.
I got you beaten. I haven't seen it in 53 years.
It could be close. Because the last time I saw it, I think I was a kid in the 70s. This scene.
No, it's
All right, I'm going to pop this up there so we can watch this. I've turned off the audio, and it's handheld. It's not the actual movie. It's a handheld copy, and they won't get you on that. So they do this thing at the end where they all come and take their little thank you. He was a real Navy SEAL, by the way.
Wow.
He was what they referred to then UDT underwater commando, scuba commando. He fought in Japan. Wait, isn't that the actor that played the Doctor in the first pilot for Star Trek, or was that a different Western actor?
No,
because he always played doctors. Because that guy that just walked away is famous for playing town doctors or sheriffs. That guy. No, it's a different actor. I remember now. There's another character actor in a lot of TV and film. There she is, the bad seed.
Whoop that ass.
She whooped that ass. You know, finally gave the girl the spanking she needed and probably would have not misbehaved so damn much.
Now watch, they're going to flag you for child abuse or some stupid shit like that, right?
Oh, I don't care. Fuck them. They have no sense of humor. They don't give a shit about creators.
Yep.
They suck.
Wait, I didn't see this one. I want to go up to this one. According to the book, The Unkindest Cuts, the scissors and the cinema, William Wyler hated to cut this. Oh, he did. 3 fucking hour cut he made, and we'll never see it. They believe that the entire hour that he had to cut out of this film is gone, lost forever.
I wouldn't put it past him to actually go ahead and destroy it if he hated so much that they made him do that.
I don't know. Classic 80s, Warner
maybe he's
Brothers
running
TV,
away
Scarecrow, Mrs.
in the
King,
basement.
V the Series, Night Court, Spencer for Hire, Growing Pains. Head of the Class was a fun show. I like that one. Full House, didn't like that show. In fact, the 90s had some of the worst TV. China Beach was good. Murphy Brown, I kind of liked it and kind of hated it. It was like one of those shows I had trouble with. Mostly because it had too much of a political slant to it. And I don't like that. I like it when people are more fair and balanced in their comedy. Like shit on the left and the right equally.
Right. Yeah.
Finest footage I ever shot wound up on the cutting room floor. Yeah, and he did say that. And Kenneth is the guy I'm talking about. He had an entire story that is lost to time. We'll never see it. As her professor. Great classic show that you just mentioned, Alpha. The film was cited by Notorious Serial Killer. Yeah, I already brought this up. It's not just one. It was multiple killers that have cited this movie.
I think if the uncut version was still around, somebody would have unearthed it by now. I don't think it's still there.
You would think so, yeah. Yeah, I look, dude, I love that movie as a kid, and I've wanted to do it. I actually watched the Rob Lowe version. It's awful. It's just fucking awful. And I love Rob Lowe, man. And Perkins. I love the way he would say her name on the show. Like he would never say her first name by itself or Miss Perkins. He would just say her whole name, her character's whole name. I fucking love that.
Rob Lowe is probably the most underrated actor of the Brat Pack.
You know why? He's too pretty.
I was fixed to say because of his looks.
Oh.
Yeah.
He's too pretty.
Absolutely.
And he got typecast, and he did that movie, Sex, Lies, and Videotape.
Yep.
And right around that same time, he got into hot water over a sex scandal.
Mm-hmm.
And it absolutely derailed his career.
It set him back a decade for sure.
Yeah, he didn't start getting into stuff until the 2000s.
Yeah,
And,
the West Wing, I rave about that show all the time. That was his comeback.
And he was the only conservative on that show.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
And I liked that he hired him. Made me happy because I want to like that guy, the creator of the show,
Aaron
but he has a
Sorkin, yeah.
tendency of only hiring lefty liberal actors.
Right.
And when he hired Rob Lowe, and I was like, well, I'll be damned. Thank you. And so I watched a little bit of the show, but it was too lefty for me, and I washed out.
Yeah. But they did. That's one thing I did like about that show. They did have conservative voices on it. They brought in
they had another conservative join the cast too. That the real senator, he was on it too. I don't know how long he was on it, but Fred Thompson.
Yeah, he was on it for a little bit.
And he was a Republican senator in real life. Went to law school. Yep. He went to law school, flunked out, and became an actor, politician
to make laws.
Yeah,
instead of practicing.
Yep. What's a 1985 made for TV remake of the bad? Yeah, I know the one you're talking about. It's bad too. The one that came out in the 2000s with Rob Lowe is just awful. Not his fault. It was the writing, just awful. And he had as the caretaker, and this time they're in the city, and it's just fucking weird having a caretaker played by none other than Kung Fu Kwai Chang Caine himself, David Carradine.
Yeah.
Just an awful fucking movie.
I tell you, Rob Lowe did some of his best work on television, not even in the movies, man. Because he's in that I think it was it the early 90s that ABC made the miniseries of Stephen King's The Stand? Is that when they did it?
Yeah, Rob was good in that.
He was fantastic. He played the deaf mute, and he's great in it, man. He's fantastic.
He was in a terrible remake of Salem's Lot. And
Was
he?
he?
Good in that.
Okay.
I do believe that was him that was in that.
Okay.
Let me look it
You're
up.
not talking about the David Soul one.
No, later.
Okay. Salem's Lot, huh? I like them vampire stories, man. They're fucking cool.
I did too. I love. Yeah, Salem's Lot with Rob Lowe. I just found it. Yeah,
Okay.
It came out in 2004. It was a mini series, they like to call them, but I can't remember. I think it's 2 episodes.
That's
And
not a series.
they made a huge change in it, and I didn't like that because the first one was perfect, but you had a great cast. You had Rutger Hauer as I think he played the part of the guy that ran the antique shop for the vampire. You got James Cromwell in it. Stephen Vidler is really good. You got Samantha Mathis. She was kind of an it girl for a short period of time. You got Rob Lowe, and then fucking man, I've seen everything he's ever done. Andre Bauer, fucking love that guy.
Bauer and Donald Sutherland.
Broke
man.
my heart. Yeah, broke my heart when we lost Andre. And yeah, Donald Sutherland was in it. It's a really good fucking movie, but it just was badly written because everybody did a great part in it. And so the series sucked. And it's forgotten in time. But I do like it. And he was also the deaf mute character in the other Stephen King series.
Yeah, The Stand. Yeah, we were just talking about it. Yeah.
And that version is better than the new one. The new one was
much better. That new one, oh my God, it was so horrid.
It was so bad.
Really
great cast, a terrible fucking thing.
Yeah.
Now, this is involved in a great kitchen sink drama. Fred Thompson graduated from Vanderbilt School of Law. Oh, he did graduate. I thought he dropped out for almost 20 years before starting his acting career. I do know that he worked, I thought it was in politics, but law. And then, okay. God, man, I've been sweating all day. Well, look,
turn your air conditioner on. Don't listen to those people in France.
Yeah, fuck the French. Except for Regis and Emmanuel. I love those two. And my buddy Javier that lives outside of Paris. I love three.
I know a couple of awesome Frenchies.
So anybody that we like in France, don't include them. Fuck the rest. Especially Parisians. You know who you are, you cocksuckers. Fuck you. Especially that cabbie. You can still suck a dick. I told you when I met you, you could suck a dick. and I still mean it to this day. But
Consistency.
said the name of the hotel in French. The name is French. No
Dude,
English.
let it go. It was so long ago.
Never.
He will never let
Never.
it go. Are you kidding me?
Jesus Christ.
Fuck. I don't know if you guys ever watched, but Terence Stamp was one of the original hosts for a horror anthology series on Showtime called The Hunger. That is a TV series inspired from the movie that I have still not seen either of, because they completely don't interest me, because a little too on the gay spectrum for me. Too gay. And it's like I just, it was too gay for me. And
is that possible?
Yeah,
apparently
it's true. If it goes too far, because I do have a meter, and when it goes too far, I back away. And I backed off. I never wanted to watch the movie. I never watched the TV series. But everybody kept telling me, dude, you got to watch it. It's really good. I bet it is. And I never watched it. I won't watch it. Lowe was doing A Few Good Men on stage 20 years ago, right about the same time as Christian Slater was doing Cuckoo's Nest. Yeah, all he's doing is Nicholson.
Yeah, he's channeling his spirit double. Yeah.
Well, let me tell you, Nurse Ratched.
Dude, I thought Christian Slater was going to have one hell of a career. I really did.
Yeah, me too.
I don't know what happened to him. I don't know what happened to him. He was not caught up in these scandals.
No.
He just started doing movies that weren't good. And all of a sudden, he just he went to TV. He did a TV series with Steve Zahn. I loved that show. Got one season, canceled.
Yeah.
It was a really good show.
He had a bunch of shows that were one shot, and that was it. Are you talking about the one where he was what? Go ahead.
I want to do this, Joe. Yeah. I want to do this. You said something. I want to stick to that. Okay. One season shows that should have been kept, that didn't. I would like to do an entire show talking about some of those shows.
Yeah.
And because we're watching one right now. Emma and I are just started watching it. What is it, Anima? I forgot the name of it. We watched 2 episodes of yesterday. Anima?
Are you alive?
Anima?
She's fighting the
Anima
cat.
Confusa? Danny, are you there?
Well,
hello?
we're waiting on her.
Honey, hold on, guys. I'm on the phone. Shh, no talking. I'm on the phone. Go ahead, Joe. I'm sorry.
One of my favorite ones is Moonlight, dude. The one about the vampire. It was.
Oh no, not Moonlight. Forever Night, but it got more than one season.
No, it was called Moonlight. Hang on, I'll tell you.
There's another one.
The guy went on to play McGarrett on the new version of Hawaii Five-0, the lead in this show, and it was called Moonlight. Yeah, it was on for one season.
Oh shit! I remember this.
17 episodes. He was a vampire, like private detective. He was a private detective who was a vampire.
Hold on, phone's ringing. Bring, bring. Hello. Shows that stole ideas from other people. Yeah, Moonlight stole from Forever Night. Yeah, I totally get it. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. All right. Thanks. All right. Bye. I'm gonna do this phone gag more. I kind of like that.
You need. Yeah, I love that one. I don't think I've ever seen Forever Night. So.
Eraserhead also has an obsession coming from an old lady who wants to hump Henry Spencer, played by Jack Nance. That movie is the single most fucked up thing I've ever watched in my life, but it made me a David Lynch fan. As weird as that fucking movie is, and it's fucking weird. It's like a fucking somebody's nightmare, and you're watching somebody's nightmare. Oh wait, what was that? I saw. Don't forget Pepe Le Pew. It's French.
That's true. We don't hate Pepe.
There are quite a few French actors I like a lot. Jean Perrault, or is it Jean Reno? Jean Reno. One of them. Yeah. I fucking love that guy. I also like. He made 2 movies with the guy too. Vincent Cassel, because he's a distant relative of mine on the French side. Most of my time in France was spent around Verdun, and yeah, because you talked about that before. And I would love to see photos from your visit, as well as other battlefields. Better class of Frenchmen there than in Paris. Yeah, I really look. I went into the countryside myself. I even went to Versailles, and I loved it there. Everybody was really nice. Parisians are really the one I have a beef with because they're real all pretty much cuntish. They won't talk to you if you say hello. They'll just look at you and do a head gesture. Like, what the fuck does that mean?
All
Go fuck yourself.
Pepe Le Pew is my spirit animal.
I love it. I will kiss you. I will love you. Yeah, I know, right? Fucking great. And now they call him a rapist and a
oh yeah, they've just totally ruined the guy.
Misogynist.
Come on, shut the hell up.
His problem was he loved women too much.
He loved women too much. Yeah, so he's a criminal for it now. Whatever. Please stop.
Yeah, that's stupid.
Stop the insanity. There she is. Now ask her. Now ask her, Gary.
Ask who?
Ask Anima. What?
Yeah, sorry, I had to step away for a couple minutes.
Oh, the TV show I introduced you to yesterday. We watched 2 episodes.
Because he couldn't remember it.
Guys, you have to understand, he's introducing me to 10 new shows every week. It's impossible to keep track of all that.
This one
it's the show with the 2 cops and they hate each other.
Oh, that's it. Something Creek.
Hell?
Battle Creek.
Battle
Creek. It was created by Vince Gilligan.
Okay.
And what's his name? Shore. Both of them notoriously good at creating TV shows. Create this TV show about a cop that has to work as a partner to a federal agent. And they hate each other.
Oh, I was fixing to say,
yet
no.
It's so fucking funny. And it's like, I just love the show. Battle Creek got 1 fucking season made by 2 great fucking creators of TV shows. I mean, Vince Gilligan created Breaking Bad, created Better Call Saul, then the new show Pluribus. And he creates this show with Shore, and they fucking don't put any money into it. And it's fucking great. Those assholes. They didn't market it the way it needed to be marketed. I only happened on it by chance.
By chance? By a twist of fate, sir?
Yeah, and by the way, I was 1 month old when the movie wrapped. Hi, Vickman's girl. Good to see you. Wait, the exteriors. No, I already. Yeah, the fucking house. It's an old farmhouse, and it's still there. And in the end, they shot it. It was cut where he buries her body under the tree in the garden, and just left her there, and then began following another girl. This time, I'll get it right, he says to himself.
Yeah, this time I'll get one that I can teach what to do and how to.
Forever Night was a fun show. Now, a lot of people don't know this, Reed. Do you know that it got started by a movie made in America, not Canada, starring none other than Rick Springer, the singer. He was also on soap operas as an actor, but he was he wanted to be an actor more than anything. And
talking about Rick Springfield?
Rick Springfield, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Springfield.
You said Rick Springer. I was like,
yeah, it's close. I'm trying to fucking remember shit in an old brain.
I'm sorry, bro.
Fuck you.
Oh, fuck you. Fuck you very much.
Fuck you. But anyway, yeah, Rick Springfield played the Knight, forever, the cop named Knight. Okay. And he's a vampire. And it didn't catch. It was meant to be a pilot film for a series.
I'll have to check that out, man. I'm a fan of Rick Springfield. So
the guys took it to Canada and got money and shot it in Canada with the Canadian cast. And it's fucking great. They have a Chicago actor in it too. He plays his partner. He's from Chicago. Does a lot of work in America and Canada. He's still alive, man. Yeah, Forever Night was a fun show. It had its own lore. It created its own vampire lore. And it kind of felt sometimes almost like a Highlander, the TV series.
Really?
With all these different characters. Yeah, it was fun. I got a kick out of that show. So every piece of media from the 60s to the 90s. I'm not sure what that's a reference to. I've forgotten already. We've moved on. Swamp Thing was a show that got one season that deserved more. Well, here's the fucked up thing, Reed. That was when the company got bought, and they sent what do you call him in hockey? The guy that fights.
The goon.
The goon. They sent the goon in to clean house. And so he went in and told them they're only going to get 7 episodes. And it was meant to be 10 episodes, Swamp Thing. And they had to take all the shit that was going to happen and truncate it into one episode. So for me, the last episode was terrible, but the rest of the series was really good. Also, they didn't have the budget to really do the Blue Devil correctly, and it looked awful. And that episode kind of stank, but it was only because they didn't put the money into the effects they should have. But everybody should go and watch it. I like the original 90s Swamp Thing because it had the guy from the movies playing the Swamp Thing with the better costume from Swamp Thing 2. The Swampening.
The Swampening. Nice. I like it.
It's a problem with me is if I'd made it, that's what I would have called it. The Swampening. After location, okay. Let's see. Gary, do you think this movie influenced Boxing Helena? Absolutely. And the funny thing about Boxing Helena, because once again, you're talking about a movie I actually like. I love that fucked up ending where you find out none of it happened. It was all it's like a fever dream for the main character, played by English actor, blonde hair guy. He played the warlock. He died up on the mountain like a little over a year ago. Climbing mountains. He played the warlock. All right, I'll just fucking look it up.
Sorry. I'm blanking.
Julian Sands. And Julian Sands, the main character in Boxing Helena. And it's a very good film where he begins to remove body parts. That's it right there. When he goes up to that door, he was really going to get her help. And the psychopathic part of his brain took over and stopped him. So when he finds her dead, he's very sad. He takes her out and buries her under the big tree in his yard. And then begins thinking, maybe I could do this. This is really not my fault. This was her fault. She didn't do what she was supposed to do. And she begins to blame her for everything going wrong. And so therefore, he says, I need to do this again, and I can find somebody that I like, that I can make like me. And maybe she can even learn from me. And it's fucking crazy, the ending of this movie. He says, dark.
I think he specifically says, I aim too high with this one.
Yeah.
Yeah. I believe he said that when he was talking about it. I need to come down a little bit and get somebody I can train. Yeah. Yep.
Someone I can teach and that can learn.
Yeah, somebody I can teach. That's it. Yeah.
Learned about him. Battle Creek. So it was a serialized. I don't know if that's a joke.
I'm not getting that.
If it's a joke, Alpha, I don't get it. Work on that one. A positive
guys
in Variety called the film. Now I am on the spectrum. Like not like everybody's on the spectrum. No, I'm up on the spectrum. The thing that saves me is that keeps me from being, I think, Asperger's is the fact that I recognize facial expressions. I can tell when somebody is. I could read people's expressions. I can read their eyes. I can read their lips, how they hold their lips, the corner of their mouth. I read micro expressions. Yeah, you're terrible at micro expression. Philip K. Skewer of the Los Angeles Times wrote the film that. Okay.
I'll leave that down. We don't care about the critics, Gary.
In honor of Canada. Canada sucks. Hey, everybody says hi, Tim. Hi, Tim. Give him his video.
Hi, Tim.
Do I have to? Wait.
Yeah, do the fact.
By what name are you known?
There are some who call me Timmy.
He doesn't get that one when he shows up that late.
Yeah, this lady should get the fuck you, Tim. We got cheated on Swamp Thing. Absolutely we did. Because the first 5 to 6 episodes, fan-fucking-tastic. But that final episode was all fucked up. And I blame the interference from the new owners by cutting the last 2 episodes. And I wholly agree with you. Gary, Rick shit, what a crappy name. What's it talking about?
You were looking for a name earlier and said shit instead of his last name because you couldn't come up with it.
Oh, okay, I didn't get it. So
comments.
now I get it. Thank you. Oh my God. Please, Lord Jesus. There we go. Usually people mix up Rick Springfield and Bruce Springsteen. I never have.
What?
I love Rick's.
Only
Rick
those that
Springfield's
don't know
music.
shit about music make that friggin' screw up.
Mm.
Rick Springfield, I actually like his music. I played his music for Anima because I liked what he wrote. I liked what he performed. And I can't help it when I forget people's name, but I at least got the spring part of it.
Yeah,
here's the explanation, Gary.
Got that.
The Kellogg brothers and where they invented breakfast cereal is nicknamed Cereal City. That's cool.
I
know that story because the brothers were litigious with each other over the cereal. Because the main brother, the one with all the money and control, was a fucking psychopath. Okay? A complete mental case. And people, including President Teddy Roosevelt, fell for his health regime. That guy was insane. He had doctors there whose job it was to administer treatments to women for emotional issues. What was their treatment? To masturbate them with a machine.
Yeah, they did that against hysteria.
They did it there at Kellogg's Ranch.
Damn.
And they made a movie about it with Sir Anthony Hopkins as Kellogg. And it's actually a halfway decent film, but I don't give 2 shits about that guy. That guy was insane. It was the brother that went and took the cereal that they were already making and made it commercial and made the family billions. The Collector was the last of Wyler's record 12 Academy Award nominations for Best Director. Yeah, Kellogg's, they started that shit. And then there was the morning pastry war, which Jerry Seinfeld did a quasi mockumentary of it, which I didn't think was very good. It really wasn't.
Yeah, we mentioned how badly she was treated.
Yeah, and once again, you'll see that echoed later by Stanley Kubrick with The Shining. Kellogg's Milking Farm.
It sucks when you do that to actors. I get it when actors choose that and do it to themselves because they're so method, but don't do it to them and torture them.
No, I agree.
Uh-oh. Gary's searching something out.
Yep.
No, I'm going back to it. Kellogg's, they called it the Battle Creek Sanitarium. And yeah.
We know your Googling face, Gary.
Yeah.
John Harvey Kellogg. That was a fucking crazy dude. And like I said, Anthony Hopkins played him, and it's a good movie. What is that movie? Let me find out that movie because we should watch it just for shits and giggles. Let's see. Road to Wellville. There it is. This is the name of the movie.
Road to Wellville.
Yes. Road to Wellville. It's got a huge cast in it. And I shit you not, there's a lot of actors in this. Anthony Hopkins, Bridget Fonda, Matthew Broderick, John Cusack, Dana Carvey plays the younger brother. Michael Lerner is in it. Cole Meany is in it. John Neville, Laura Flynn Boyle, Tracy Lind, Roy Brocksmith. Do you remember him? Roy is the guy that they send in to make Quaid believe he's in a dream. He's still in the machine in Schwarzenegger's film. And a little drop of sweat coming down his head gets him killed.
And puts a bullet right in his forehead, right between the eyes.
He gave him that third eye, buddy.
Yep. Yeah, he's a good actor. Yep. You do know that is my favorite Arnold movie. Is that one? Total Recall.
Oh, Total Recall? Yeah.
I know it should be Terminator. I know it should be Conan, blah, blah, blah. But that I've said this several times. I love spy stories, and that one is my favorite Arnie movie.
And a lot of people don't understand the ending when it fades to white means that it's not that it's not what you think.
Yeah.
It was a dream.
Yeah.
A fantasy. And I love that ending. Instead of fading to black and then going into the credits.
Everything the guy sold him happened. You know?
Exactly.
Yeah.
The way it was sold.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, come on, man. Oh, and how. Let's see. It came from licking the lead-based paints on our walls as kids. I never did that. Ever. There's a lot of interesting and often creepy things to be learned reading the 19th and early 20th century quack medicine. Well, a lot of people don't know that a lot of terms came from the mistreatment of women by medical professionals. And you get things in there like, what is it? With when you're losing your mind, it has to do with
dementia.
What's that?
Dementia. Alzheimer's.
No. There's a specific term in medical terminology that comes from that. Psychiatric medical. And I'm just drawing a blank. I think I'm going to need to disconnect and come back. I feel like I'm having some problems here. Are you guys even hearing me?
Yes, absolutely.
Because everybody's roboting.
Ooh, that's not good for you.
That's on you though. I hear everybody fine.
I just said that.
He recognizes that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. He just said that. Yeah.
It's sort of a no shit.
Just do your thing. Do it quick.
Do it now.
You sound like you were banging quick.
Okay, that's not working. I'm going to leave and come back.
All right. See you in a minute. Now we can blow up the channel.
Martin has to redo the whole list of names for him now. Damn it.
Oh, man.
No, I may read the names. It's easier that way.
Yeah, it is.
This is how we take control of this channel.
Yes.
It would be so nice if you could just copy paste the whole thing, but it completely fucks up the format if you do that. You need to copy paste each name.
Okay. How about now?
Still weird.
That is weird.
Weird.
There's two animas. Which one is actually anima? That's the question.
So I will get into something that I found interesting with his performance, Stamp's performance, is, and I said something to Anima while we were watching it. I said, he's supposed to be from the East End, but I kept noticing on certain words and phrases that he sounded like he was from Dorset. So I looked it up. And yes, he did that intentionally. That he would say certain phrases very slowly that made it sound like he maybe wasn't from the East End, and that is also part of his mask. So he has a mild Dorset accent in certain parts of the film. Like when he's caught off guard or has to answer something immediately. There's a hint of a Dorset accent. And if you've ever been over there, the Dorset accent's very peculiar. And I've always liked it, mind you. But it's in there. So that's something that is true. It's a fact. But good luck finding it without looking specifically for it. I mean,
here's
you
a
would have
suggestion
to
for the internet.
write
Gary.
it in there. What? No, but I did try turning it off and turning it back on again.
That usually works.
You know the easiest way to turn on a computer? Talk nice to it.
Ugh.
Okay.
Aye.
We're getting into Lando Calrissian territory here. He's about to make love to his computer. Look out, folks.
It's
I think it's time to wrap.
You're gonna need a good can of WD-40 there, man.
Right?
The emus and kangaroos keep stealing the soccer balls. During a lunch break from the shooting in the 64, entitled The Son of Satan, Christopher Lee met William Wyler, who he claimed considered casting. Look, man, if you meet him and don't try to cast him, you're an idiot. Christopher Lee makes anything he's in that much better.
Right.
Just his presence alone. Which reminds me, The Wicker Man is still one of my favorite horror films of all time. The original.
The OG.
Not the one with not the bees. Not the bees.
The cageness of it all.
There's a reason why your PC has a fan in it for when it vibrates. Right, Adam?
Why is she asking me that? You're the weirdo making love to the PC.
I never said I did. I just said how
you're trying to turn it on, bro. I mean, you're talking nice to it. Look out,
it's
bro.
like that. It's like that joke. The guy says, this guy gets arrested for being fucking a goat. The guy's, how can you fuck a goat? And he goes, pretty easy. You just push him up against the fence. That joke's from Scotland.
Yeah,
you made joke
and it's crap. Let me tell you.
That's not my joke. I didn't make that joke up. But that is.
I understand. You don't make the news. You're just reported. I understand.
Yeah. Remember to use protection on that toaster. That's right.
Ew.
Like my Pop-Tart tastes weird.
Oh, God.
You guys are gross.
Thanks for the visual, bro. Oh,
yeah.
Yikes. You're a hit today, buddy. You're a hit.
Yeah, I've given a chance. I think that quite a few German officers would have taken a shot at killing him if they were able to, but unless you're a fucking top SS, you couldn't get close to Hitler.
No.
And have a weapon. New meaning to white frosting. God. I have a fake college story, but I'm not going to tell it now. It's too late. Let's end this show. The high note.
All righty, bro.
I will tell you this. This is something cool. I was thinking about playing it for you guys, but I'm just going to share it with you.
And definitely go check it out because it'll blow your mind. It's pretty cool. Yeah.
It is, what if Hans Zimmer scored the original 1966 Batman theme? And it's pretty cool.
Surprisingly good, yes.
I thought, this is going to be crap. No, actually, you know what? That's kind of cool what they did with the theme. Yeah. They played with it. It was really cool, and I like that. So, Go check that shit out, man.
Hans Zimmer does Adam West Batman. Wow.
He was good before the 2000s, and then Zimmer went to shit. And he can't.
Then he discovered the groaning.
I like his music.
Yeah. It worked. I like it too. It only worked with Batman. I despise his theme for Superman. Despise it. I loathe it. Like I would choke it to death if it were alive.
We get it.
I cannot stand it. It's so bad. There's no theme. It has no theme.
Yeah, constant droning is not a theme.
I'm going to escalate here and de-escalate here on the notes. That's not a theme. A theme is 1 to 8 measures of something that sets the tone and feel of a song and tells you who it's about.
Needs a
That's
melody.
why Williams is the single greatest composer of all time when it comes to movies. There's some that come close, but he mastered it in a way nobody else could. And he creates themes so that it identifies a character. When you hear it, it's that with that character, and it just clicks, and you know it. Princess Leia's theme, Luke's theme, Vader's theme for Empire Strikes Back.
I think the only guy that really came close to Williams to me, and this could be just me and my childhood digging the stuff, but Goldsmith was pretty good.
Oh, Jerry Goldsmith's very no. Look, there are several composers that come close, and Goldsmith's one of them.
Yeah,
Goldsmith's biggest problem was some of the shit that he would do with guitar, which he would take and use again in other films.
Okay.
And I'm like, you shouldn't do that. Because you did, the stuff like, look, I love the shit he did with Star Trek.
Logan's Run's great. I love that one.
Great. Just really good ones. Also, James Newton Howard is another great composer. And what's the other one, honey, that did a lot of movies I talk about? He was a contemporary of Williams. I don't think she heard me.
She did. She's trying to think of it.
Hold on, I'm just gonna look it up.
Most of the soundtracks that I collected.
He did Alien. The guy who did Alien, and I just can't think of it. He did Aliens too.
And that's a great soundtrack. That's a very underrated soundtrack. Aliens, the second one. Wow, it's awesome.
All right, you got John Williams, Jerry Goldsmith. His Omen was just the bomb. Of course, Ennio Morricone, Bernard Herrmann,
James
John
Horner.
Barry. I love John Barry. James Horner's who I think of. Thank you. James Horner is amazing. Maurice Jarre, another one. Vangelis. Vangelis.
Vangelis. Yeah.
It's actually Jean. There's no accent on the E, so it's silent. It's Maurice Jean.
Who? Oh.
The French guy. It's Jean. There's
I'm
no
never
accent
going
on the
to
E.
unlearn that.
I know. I just found out today, and I was like, oh, because I looked him up.
Yeah, it's like, I'll
oh shit,
never
we've been
unlearn
doing
that.
it wrong.
Because I've been saying his name for 40 years that way, and it's
I
like
know.
I'm never going to be able to change it.
Well, like
But
I said,
Jerry
I found
Goldsmith
out
did
today.
some great soundtracks. Like the theme to Planet of the Apes is another one he did, and Chinatown. I mean, Chinatown is just a great fucking soundtrack. Not to mention one of my favorite movies of all time. But anyway, I want to thank everybody. I want to thank Gambit, Snorty, 11 Alpha, Penny, E. Clay Thomason, Read by Nature, Zax was in the house, the lovely Sherry, Ariel Ballet, and Slasher Fred, and Vinkman's Girl. And by the way, thanks, Slasher Fred, because I always thought it was a dad, but I'm glad you did that. Thank you. So maybe go back. I really need to rewatch that movie. I haven't seen it since I was a kid. The Bad Seed.
Tim's here too. I don't see him in the list.
It was the mom whooping that ass. The mom was disciplined.
Who?
Tim.
Oh yeah.
Tim. Thanks for not adding him, making me look like an ass, you motherfucker.
Well, that's what I'm here for.
I know you do it on purpose, Martin. Don't deny it.
Well, I gave him the good video.
Yeah.
He got the video and all that stuff. He got the Timmy.
Well, the thing I like about Hannibal Lecter is the fact that in the films, he's kind of like Jason. Seems to only kill assholes. Not Jason, I'm sorry, Michael Myers. Seems to only kill assholes. And I like that. Jason did the same thing. He killed a lot of assholes in like the third film, the 3D one. It's one of my favorites. I enjoyed the crap out of that movie. I swear, Batman 66. Oh, there you go. Yeah,
you and I went and saw it in the theater, though. I mean, good
God,
with
the glasses.
It was hilarious on the big screen. It was hilarious. The one where was it an arrow that popped the guy's eye out towards the screen? That was crazy, man. That movie was nuts.
Speaking of Hitler, wasn't there a British officer or SAS member across the street from Hitler's speech in 36, 37 and asked for permission to take the shot, but they wouldn't allow it? That's a fuck up. That's sort of like when Bill Clinton had a chance to take Osama bin Laden out
and
in the 90s.
Do it. Yeah.
And they had him. They had sights on him. They were ready to fucking fire. And he called it off. And I'm like, oh, that was a fuck up. Now, it wouldn't have stopped 9/11 because 9/11 was already being planned. And the mastermind of that is not Osama bin Laden. It was one of his underlings. I forget his name. We caught him.
Oh, we caught all those bitches. Yeah.
In fact, John Kirikow was the guy who helped catch him, and he was the guy who got to interview him first for the CIA. And basically, he was what's referred to, and you know this term from the military. It's called soft cell.
Mm-hmm.
When you get interrogated, you have two types of interrogation: soft cell and hard cell. Soft cell is when they offer you a smoke. You want something to drink. Let's just have a conversation. He'll light up with them.
A good cop.
Talk to him. Yeah, he's good cop, bad cop. Then the other guy comes in, beats the living shit out of you. And what happened to me was, because it's volunteer, by the way, in the military. Anybody in the military can go to SEER training. You just have to volunteer for it. And I got accepted and I went. And I got the shit kicked out of me. And you get to, when you leave, we got to, and I'm not sure if this is every time, but I assume it is, you get to do an outro interview. And you get to meet some of the interrogators and such, guards and shit, out of there as people. And I looked at one guy and I said, and you're an asshole because you enjoyed it too much. And I walked away, and that's all I said to him. If I saw him on the street, I would have fucking knocked the shit out of him because he's the one that told him to drop me. I was hogtied and had a, what do you call it? A industrial broomstick holding me up like this under my armpits. And they dropped me and I hit my knees and I fell forward and hit my face into the concrete floor. And yes, I busted my lips and my fucking nose. And we escaped, by the way, the whole group of us. Oh, I would have written worse things. Now,
speaking of escaping, let's get out here, please.
That's the one. That's the one. Khalid Sheikh Mohammed. That's the guy. Thank you. He always wanted to grand spectacle. Yeah, there you go. And the funny part of the story with him was when the last thing Kirikou said, he said, you should have told me because I'm the only nice person you're ever going to meet from this point forward. And he left the room. And the next time he saw him, he was covered in his own urine and feces. I really follow John Kirikou. If you guys don't listen to him, he's entertaining. That guy tells a story better than anybody, but his stories are true. And some of them are horrifying. You're a prick, you dick.
Oh, man.
And by the way I got out of there, I did a foot sweep. We're inside of these giant fucking milk crates stacked, two. And you have to climb up into one above me, and it went down the row. These giant plastic milk crates that were held together with fucking zip ties. I shit you not. It was the craziest thing. They're not milk crates like about this big. They were big to where people could fit inside these things. And they had guards walking up and down, and they had one guard at this one point during a change of shift, and I fucking foot swept him, and I kicked him in the gut for real, took his weapon from him, and I looked at him and I said, "You're dead. If I hear you or learn that you told them anything, I'm going to come back and beat the shit out of you." And I really did say that to him. And we left barefoot, and we got out of there. We walked all night. I mean, it was a long walk trying to find our bearings. And you can't shoot when you don't have your compass, man. You can't shoot an azimuth. We're just following the stars. And we got out of there. That was an exciting week, though. I got to tell you, if I were younger, I'd probably do it again. I should have done it again, because you can do it more than once.
The only school I went to was PLDC. I went to it when I was in the National Guard, Camp Shelby, Mississippi. I was the honor grad. You know what got me the honor grad above everybody else?
What?
I'd taken orienteering in ROTC in high school, and I got the course done quicker than anybody else.
How long?
Oh shoot, I don't remember. It was like an hour plus, something like that. All the points they had for us to get on the map, and I did it.
I
in a
probably
little bit
should
over an
have
hour.
taken it. I probably should have taken it, but I mean, I did get a second MOS, but it ended up being useless to me.
Well, I did it just in case I was going to re-up. I didn't know if I was going to re-up or not and stay in the Guard. You know, this is when I was in the Guard after the active duty military.
Hey, AKA pull dick. It's basic leadership is what that is, that PLDC. It's where you go learn leadership.
Yeah,
and
it's what you have to take that course if you want to become an NCO as an enlisted man. Yeah.
Yep. And,
primary leadership development course.
Never had a desire for ranking up at all. I just like doing grunt shit, and I liked hanging out with my sergeants, and my sergeants all liked me. Every single sergeant I ever had that said that I basically was born with leadership skills because I just was good at leading people, teaching them how to do things. I was also really good at fucking with people. Like during FTX, we had a session where a bunch of us medics were doing a session on how to do bandage training. And we did one for groin bandage training. Hand to God, this fucking really happened. I don't make up stories. So we get a volunteer to come up on stage with us. We had a little, what do they call those? The flatbed of a truck when it's lowered to the ground. And you get the steps, the little metal steps that go up to it, and we climb up on there. And we're doing an explanation of how the bandage worked. They said, "Can we get a volunteer?" And they came up there. They had no idea this was all a prank, just to put a diaper on a grown man. Because that's all we did. We did a makeshift diaper on him, asked him to walk up and down the aisle so everybody could look at it. And then we told him, as he came back up to the stage, "Now, all of you, just so you understand, this is not how to do a groin dressing. If you do a groin dressing like this, like us, you too will be an asshole. This has been a prank." And just everybody lost their shit. And this poor guy, he got so red in the face, but he started laughing, going, "You guys are assholes." I was like, "We just said that." It was a great prank. Had him parading, walking around modeling the fucking diaper for everybody over his BDUs, back when we called them BDUs. It was such a dick move. And I was constantly doing shit like that. Let's see, what do we got here? Gary loved Pugil stick trick. You fucking right, I did. And my sergeant was not stupid. He got me to fight 4 people. And then he said, "All right, my turn." And I'm like, "You asshole."
Tired. Yeah.
He wanted to fight the toughest guy in the fucking platoon, but he wanted to wear him out first. And I got some licks in on him. And I took him to the ground once. He got back up and proceeded to beat the loving shit out of me. I am not kidding. He hit me in the abdomen so hard, and it was a move where he faked like a swing and then lunged and fucking nailed me right in the solar plexus. And it dropped me. And then he hit me in the head, and I just said, "Fuck it." And I went to the ground, and I just laid there so I could breathe for a minute. Oh my God.
All right, Gary. I
He
gotta
is a
go,
good
man.
sergeant. We do
I'm
too.
fixing-
Let's get out of here, guys.
All right.
Thanks a lot for hanging out with us. With that, we're going to end the show. So bye, y'all. See y'all
See ya.
Friday.
Bye. Oh, she's gone.
Hit the button. Hit the button. Hit the
button.
The eyes of a cat lady. The beautiful eyes of a cat lady.
Auf Wiedersehen, everyone. Love you. Bye.
Y'all come back now. You hear?
Matt Damon.